Poof. Hello everybody and welcome back to Skyrim, or Solstheim more specifically, I suppose. We're chasing down Mirak, who was trying to have us killed. Yeah, Stiger, Shaman Assassin time. Let's see if we can get into a flow and do some, some ghost walking, some sneaking, some stabbing, and some chop sueying with our shield and our daggers. How's everybody doing? I got Acid Rain and Magus here in the chat. Happy to have you. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I've been playing a little bit, just leveling up, grinding levels, crafting levels, things like that. Let's see where we're at. Level 58, although this is going to be a level 50 build for the build guide video, so not really taking any more perks. At the end of the Dragonborn questline, I may respec some of these a little bit, but let's see, where are we skills wise? Restoration, we're at 90, so we can't train anymore on that, and be looking for some skill books hopefully though. Same with illusion. I don't think we can train any more in any of these other skills here, but we're pretty close. Crafting skills, smithing I got up to 100, so I can start working on that end game gear mashup. I don't think I want to stick with what I have currently. Alchemy we're running a little bit behind, but I did complete the Dark Brotherhood quest line, so I do have access to Babette now, and a Hearthfire home that has a bunch of high value ingredients that I can harvest every few days, so that helps. And let's see, enchanting I think is the other one I need to get to 100 before I can start really putting effort into endgame gear here. Yeah, that's at 71, so that still has some ways to go, but alchemy's the next one. But today I think we're just going to kind of chill out and do some Solstheim stuff and not really worry about the grind too much, if that's okay with you. Let's see, your video was at 144p. Okay, I don't have any dropped frames or anything. Everything's working pretty flawlessly on my end. All good now, she says. Okay, good. Reminds me I need to do some smithing later on. Yeah, buddy. Gotta get that smithing up. Alchemy is also another thing. It's like every character should be using to make the most of the game and get the most out of every character power wise. It does get a little that gets a little tedious. More tedious even than smithing for sure. Good here. Okay, good. Good. Earthstone, huh? You don't seem to be affected.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others.
I was thinking the same thing about you.
Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
I'm looking for someone named Mirak. Nobody else seems to remember him, but he's definitely trying to kill me.
Mirak.
Game's looking snazzy now. Good.
And yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years.
Okay, what does that mean?
I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirak's toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
Sounds like a plan. I did not mean to hit that button.
They don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
Ew.
That's that then.
You want to be here when they quote unquote finish? Yeah, I'm gonna go find that temple. I don't want to be here at the end of their toils when they finish. Yeah. Blah. All right, how's the weather here? Not bad. A little ashy, a little gritty in the teeth, when you breathe. But other than that, at least it's not snowing. So how's everybody doing today? You got any weekend plans? Any awesome weekend plans? The wife and I tried to go see a spring training game. We have baseball spring training out here just like down the street, like not even a mile from where we live. So we try to at least go see a game or two every spring training season. What the hell? But yeah, oddly enough, it rained. We got rained out. We got there, we saw about half of the first inning, and then they hit us with a rain delay. And then it started coming down even harder, and then they just canceled the game. And what was worse is, since we're so close, we rode our bikes up to the stadium so we didn't have to deal with traffic, and then we ended up having to ride our bikes all the way home, and it was just pouring. It was pouring rain.
Thanks.
In the Phoenix area out here.
Off this farm alive.
Velvet is kind of a big guy for an elf, isn't he? He's really right about eye to eye with our Stiger here, and he's a Nord.
Yeah, I don't care what they're called. All I know
Dark elves are typically smaller. Hey, there's Macadamia. How's it going, Malderoth? Oh, you're raiding me, huh? I'll take it.
I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start.
Oh, wow, you really did raid. Good job, Malderoth. Mage Merlin, what's up, buddy? Do you recognize the name? Hope you're having a good weekend. We got Haster. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, sure, I can lend you a hand. Let's figure out what's going on with these monstrosities.
I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind, and I'd hate to lose any more Veteran Guard.
Merlin 0. Thanks, Aster, for the shout out to Malderoth there.
We were searching.
I think there's also a clickable link in the description below for Malderoth
see if you can turn up anything useful.
If I haven't redone my descriptions in a while.
Report back to me if you discover anything unusual.
Really? I've discovered all kinds of unusual things right here. Yeah, Magus has it a lot worse than I do, but I've been having some back issues lately too. I think it's just a stubborn ass muscle spasm in my left shoulder blade. But it's causing like an achiness all the way down my arm. I've been going to a chiropractor for a few months now, and she's kind of fed up with it. She's referred me to another chiropractor who's going to try to shock me with electricity. So we'll see if that works. Outside of that, we're just going to have to go with the medical route. See if I can find somebody through insurance. Ash hoppers. At least they don't chirp like crickets. A few years back, I went Hulk mode and almost tore a window out of the wall, looking for a cricket that sounded like it was like in the window panes. Hate crickets. Bane of my existence. Haster's on the phone. Okay, yeah, no problem, Haster. Do appreciate it. Oh man, I smell something good. Oh yeah, my wife said she was heating up some pizza. Damn. Damn. I just ate some cereal. So I shouldn't be hungry, but I'm smelling that pizza and now I'm hungry. Alright, I lost the path here. Where the hell am I going? Okay, we're trying to get to the Temple of Mirak. Saw a bunch of creepy zombie-like people. Is this my path? I think this is my path. At the Earthstone, just outside of Raven Rock. And a Mr. What's his name? The Telvon Wizard. Can't think of his name now. Jeez. And I had caffeine today. Crickets are evil, right? You have to moan sexily, especially if the chiropractor is male. Yeah. No, this one was female, but she's batting for the different team. Still probably terribly inappropriate because this one is like, let's see. It's like you don't get a private room when they're adjusting you. She's adjusting you and like 3 other people at the same time. So yeah, that would be pretty awkward. Master Nella, thank you. Strudel, welcome. Hope you're doing a little better. Oh, the electropractor. Yeah, I'll yeah. Yeah, when they're hooking me up to the electrodes or whatever, I'll ask if they have any for the nips. God, ash hoppers. Okay. You good? Nope, he's coming after me. Okay, this could get ugly real quick. It did kind of get ugly real quick, but we got through it. Where's my Kenneth Root Tea? Okay. Leveled up Healing Touch, I think. Like way off the beaten path. A bit? Okay, good. Good, good. Smackdown time. For Mirak, yes indeed. Not so good at the YouTube live stuff?
Wait,
What'd you do? I didn't notice you doing anything wonky, Mel. I don't have any music going, I just realized. Oh my god. That really hurt. I really should be sneaking through this whole thing, right? Yeah, so the one spring training game that we went to go to, you know, that's the one day that it rains all month. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna get sneaky. This is where Stormfang is. Be easier to be sneaky in the dark, but you know, we got things to do. So we spent 50 bucks each on the spring training tickets, and then another 50 bucks for a couple hot dogs and a couple sodas. Because that's how it is to go to a live sporting event these days. And then after half an inning, we just had to ride home in the rain because the game got canceled. Oh, jeez. He had to teleport up onto that log right when I was swinging. Isn't that always the way? Janky NPCs. Yeah, so I'm thinking I might want to do some Apotheos armor for this guy. I think he would look really good in it. What I'm thinking, and I haven't gotten there yet, once I can get back to Ryek's End and start playing dress up, we're not going to get a good representation of how he's going to look now that he's in kind of like spirit form. But yeah, what I'm thinking is like some Apotheos armor, because that's like sneaky and kind of like Shaman-like. I kind of like the gauntlets that he's got going on, maybe using the Apotheos boots. And then for the head, I'm thinking like the padded fur hood that comes with, is it immersive armors or is it Winter is Coming? It's one of those two. Might be Winter is Coming. Oh, sneak daggers and precision. Is it just terrible range? Yeah, because I know precision, it trues up the hurt boxes with the actual weapon path, which sounds like a great idea, but it's gonna make Skyrim not feel like Skyrim to me. Now I will concede that Skyrim doesn't have the best combat, but I've grown to love it over the years, right? It is immersive armors. Thank you, Haster. It's precision's terrible. It probably works a little better if you're using like the Dark Souls like lock on and animations for the different weapon types. Daedric Battle Axe of Supremacy. Nice. You never know when you're gonna need some heartstones, so I'm gonna mine some of these up. I might also get some gems, which I need for the old ways worshipping. Sneak tools, where you can just activate them and assassinate. Still kind of dumb. Yeah, I just don't have much of a will to go to that Dark Souls style combat overhaul. It seems cool, especially with like the different weapon types and everything. I don't know, I just want Skyrim to feel like Skyrim. I'm a big fan of Elden Ring. I really love that game, but if I like want that style of gameplay, I'll just play Elden Ring. When I play Skyrim, I want it to feel like Skyrim, you know? The Dark Souls thing, I bought Elden Ring and have played it approximately 15 minutes. Yeah, they can be tough to get into. So, everything in Souls games and like Elden Ring and all that, it's very obfuscated, right? It's not easy to get into. It's a little bit easier if you know what to expect, if you have some experience with those types of games and you know you like it. But if you're going into Elden Ring completely raw, it takes a couple of non-starts, I think, to really get into it. And some people, you know, they know what they like with a video game, and they can make a snap judgment on it and probably be pretty accurate as to whether or not they'll like it, but different strokes for different folks. Oh, almost went the wrong way there. Need to watch some playthroughs. Yeah, that's kind of the thing about the Souls-likes, is that they are so obfuscated because they're kind of like a BGS game. Honestly, there's a lot in like Skyrim and Fallout games that they don't tell you how to do, and you're kind of forced to go on a wiki or watch videos or stuff to learn actually all the ins and outs of the game. FromSoft Dark Souls like style games are even more like that, really. So yeah, to get the most out of the game, you kind of gotta join the community and at least watch some videos or start looking up wikis and stuff on where to find things, how to do things, how to beat certain enemies, things like that.
You must leave this place.
Needed at least a little bit of how to in the entry. Yeah, that entry zone is tough. The other thing about Souls games is that you're supposed to die. You're supposed to die over and over and over again. It's part of the design of the game. That's not how most gamers are conditioned.
Or avenge them.
Especially role-playing gamers.
Sure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstein. It makes them forget themselves and work on these horrible creations that
It's all
corrupt the
about
souls.
delayed gratification with those games. It's like you
My
almost get to the point of being
Shaman,
fed up with how difficult it
Mirak
is,
has
and then
returned to
something
Solstein.
clicks at some point
But
for the
that
people who
is
stick with it. And then it's like, okay, it gets much easier at that point.
Then
And
you
then
and I
when you
both
start
have
like
reason to
defeating
believe
like these
like
epic,
evil.
almost impossible
Let us go.
bosses, and you
There
start
is nothing
feeling like
more I can do.
$100.
The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now.
Well, that part I had down
We need to
solid.
find
Yeah,
a way
right.
into the temple below.
Haven't even gone the Souls route either. No styles, no animations like that. I do have a lock on, but we all saw how terrible it is. The lock on itself is terrible, or precision. I would like to have a lock on as like a fallback.
Our hands once were idle.
Just because
Allmaker, protect me.
auto aim in this game can be a little wonky. Like if you have a crowd of enemies and sorry, I gotta focus on this here.
There was no other way it could end.
Yeah, literally, Freya. I wouldn't be able to advance the game if I had died, right? So it literally could not have ended any other way. Oh, I'm still using the Apotheos armor. I gotta put the Vagabond stuff back on. It has a much higher, much higher rating because I've tempered it. Hey, there's Mr. B. Welcome, welcome, buddy.
When the world remembers.
That world will cease to be.
Oh, Maldaroth played Dark Souls 3 for almost 30 minutes. Yeah. I would like to get back to Elden Ring at some point. I liked it enough to replay it with a different class. I just don't know when I'm going to have the time. I'm trying to focus on getting through my backlog this year. I'm definitely not going to get through all of it, that's for sure. But I would like to at least make a good dent in it.
Are you ready to help me now? We should not delay. We should check
And
these rooms
replaying
for
games that
supplies
took me
before heading
150
further
hours
into
to get
the
through the
temple.
first playthrough of it probably isn't a good way to get through your backlog, right? I took 2 weeks off of Skyrim and that was like my break, and now I'm like back into it again. But like Skyrim is like my channel's bread and butter, so I kind of have to play Skyrim. Not that I don't want to play Skyrim, but that's always just kind of something I'm going to be playing regardless. So that I don't feel like is getting too much in the way of the backlog, just because it's what I do. It's my hobby. I play Skyrim. I explore builds. But the backlog has been coming along well. I think I'm having a series this year called Backlog Blitz. I've been playing some arcade shoot 'em up games. I have a gauntlet of 10 of them that I'm playing. And I've gotten through about 6 of them now, and I'm editing the footage into a fun kind of highly edited, just with a lot of humor
Take
and
your time. I should
like
follow
a
you when
dual
you're ready.
camera and gameplay type system that I'm recording with. Making lots of funny faces and stuff, trying to get through like bullet patterns and things like that. So I'm excited to share that with you as soon as I get done with it, because I've had a ton of fun with it. Oh. Let's take care of the flank here first. Ah, crap. Oh, and Draugr. Cheese and rice.
And so it
Okay,
ends.
well, the ritual stone saved me at least. Yeah, I still got a lot of practice to do before I'm able to kind of like get a build guide out for this guy. He's coming along though. What do we got here? A Draugr white in the shape of a quarterstaff. Nice. He's coming along. I really like the build. I've decided, for now anyway, that I am going to go with the Dream Thrall here, or the Dream Gaze, to get a sort of like a so if you can sneak up on a sleeping NPC with this perk, you can activate them. And then they become like a dream thrall, like the description says. And I think this is a really cool kind of sneaky shaman thing to do, to kind of zombify someone to do your bidding for you without actually killing them. It really goes with the theme really well, and it's going to add to some gameplay diversity as well.
We must be careful in these rooms. Traps can be anywhere, and there will likely be many. Mirak was trying to take power here, and protect himself in the process.
So yeah, just for right now, it's just grinding those crafting levels up, coming up with an end game gear set with the right enchantments and everything, and then black books, get all the word walls and stuff that might be relevant, things that I can add to the arsenal for this guy. And then try to whittle it all down into a cohesive play style. Write up a script for the build guide in the same framework that I've been using, and then record all the voice and
Poor the poor soul.
record some footage that goes along with it.
What tortures did they suffer at Mirak's hands? Was it in service to the dragons? Or his own purpose? Look up there. I think I see something.
Ooh, that barely took a chunk.
Stairs or not, I have no doubt that's the way up.
I don't think my sneak attack actually activated, even though he never detected me. Alright, let's try to take care of the flank first. Ugh. Okay, that one activated. Okay, we will do some resist shock. Do I have any resist magic? Doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and throw down some regeneration because I have it. Maybe some deadly poison to take care of the cultist. Oh! And off with his head. Alright, let's make sure that we have this Draugr. Freya's got the Draugr. We'll let our spirit minions take care of this first.
I do not fear death.
Okay. That went fairly well, except for the missed sneak attack there. Don't know what happened there. Oh, let's see here. Spectrum called me. Souls and Souls-likes are best played with a controller. They are, yeah, they can be a little tough. That's kind of what sucks about a lot of modern games, especially PC ports, is that so many of them, like multi-platform games that are PC ports, they still kind of like expect that you are using mouse and keyboard, and so many PC game players are staunchly mouse and keyboard that those games just kind of become a non-starter for them. All right, can I make it from here? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Ow, that hurt a little bit, but I'm okay. I get up this way? No, I have to go this way. I should probably be using Whirlwind Sprint, but I do have better jumping in this one. I just hit the wrong button for the sprint. Just playing too many other games from my backlog. Oh yeah! There we go. Knew I could make it.
Impressive. Was it worth the effort?
Yeah, it looks like it was worth the effort. Encumbrance is still okay. Welling Blood, what does this do? Curses a living target if the target loses at least 60% of its maximum health within 8 seconds it dies. Interesting. I mean, I could sell it, but I'm not using it. This would be a good battle mage, like Gandalf type spell, I think. With a staff in one hand and a one-handed sword in the other. Being able to hit him with that Welling Blood curse and then wail on him with an enchanted sword. Good combo. What else we got here? Bone meal, yes please. Re-up our Phantom Shroud. Oh, that staff is from Apocalypse? Nice. I think it also has a spell too, right? And I think with Apocalypse, it also allows you to craft staves of its spells. Watch out for traps, watch out for Draugr. Oh, pain day. Sorry about that, Mr. B. Ooh. I hear him. I don't see... Oh, okay, he's up there. I see him. Freya is not very sneaky. I think that's what's causing my detection issues here. Almost to the point where I think I might just want to abandon the sneakiness altogether while she's around. And just go warrior mode. Here's one. Can we get him? Oh, he's just really spongy. Alright, let's just get in here. Not getting sneak attacks. Wildcat has attacks of opportunity, which means if you can get behind an enemy, you can do like critical damage for a lot more like health, a lot more damage. So if you're running Wildcat, always try to get to the back of your enemy. You're gonna do a lot more damage there. And there's like other various ways of causing more damage too, but getting behind your enemy is like one of the most understandable and accessible ways of doing that. I think draining your opponent's stamina allows or forces them to take more damage as well.
Where did you come from?
It came from the chair, Freya. Unless you need me to explain the birds and the bees to you. Cumbrance is getting up there. Start focusing on just enchanted stuff, maybe? You are on fire, sir. Sir, how quaint. Okay, watch out for the traps. Oh, okay. I'll let you play with Freya. I am going to try to take care of this archer up here. Here's one. Did you kill Freya already? Yeah, they did. That's okay. All right. Freya, you are a mess. You know that? Hey, P. Miller. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you for a while. Okay, what's up? What's up? What are we doing? Do I dare brave that trap area with Freya in tow? Nether's follower framework did not give me the option of importing Freya here. Phoenix Ninjato, huh? Ooh, that is valuable. We'll be taking that. I still need money to pay Babette for training. And then probably also want to spend some money on enchanting training when I start focusing on that. Ah, swing and a miss. Ooh, it's dark. Jeez, Mirak, you turn some lights on every once in a while? Oh. Stepped right on the damn thing. Right on it. Doesn't get imported as she's scripted. Okay. Just in this area though, right?
I'm not going down there. It would be foolish to attempt it.
Seriously,
You
it's
have a
not
much
that
better
bad.
chance than I to make it through these traps. I have no doubt that
Ow.
Reaper turns this blade.
What the hell even hit
I
me?
shall wait here
Oh, okay. I see what happened. Ah! What in the hell? I was like, it's easy. Watch me do it. Okay. Redeemed myself a little bit there. Should be safe now.
Thank you. Mirak took great pains to make it difficult to reach him, it seems. Let us hope that is the
Great
last
pains
of his
indeed.
traps.
I'm taking great pains right now. Your noisy ass following me. Uh-oh. Did Wind get stuck in there? Me just now. I remember there's a trap here. 5 seconds later, you're dead. No big surprise. Yeah, indeed. It's the ones that you know are there and that you should be looking out for that hurt the most. Because then there's no excuse. You're just being dumb at that point. No one else to blame. Happens to me all the time. Oh, very gingerly trying to not take the bowl and take the soul gems instead. And then, yep, just promptly just grab the bowl first thing. Okay, I guess I could get rid of this bowl. I got 2 Nordic bowls? The hell do I need 2 Nordic bowls for? And let's see. Stormfang, do I really need Stormfang? I'd like to take Stormfang because it's like unique. But I'm not going to use it, and I don't think I have a place for it in Ryek's End. I can get rid of that. That'll free up some encumbrance. And I think I missed a lever or something here somewhere. Ooh. There it is. This is in the Better Vampires Weapon mod. I knew exactly what was going to happen and still managed to get hit. Yeah, ain't that a pisser? Okay, can I avoid the bone chimes? I can, but there's no way Freya is. No way in hell.
Who's there?
See if I can navigate this minefield. All right. I feel like the cultist is the main threat here right now. Couldn't get a sneak attack on him. Still hidden though. Millie, help us out a little bit here, please. One of these days, I'm gonna get a sneak attack on that guy. Jesus, Freya just chased him down. Ow. Where did Millie go? Did she die already?
I will not
What am I even
fall.
paying you for, Millie?
You are without courage.
Okay. All right, that was quite a fight. Especially with my 80s music video night eye filter. Pretty intense. Okay, where did that last Draugr go? Yeah, he's down here. Anything good? Some bone meal. The bone meal's nice because I can use it for the enchanting supplies. It comes with campfire, I believe. Oh, Icarus says hello. Just come over from his stream. Is he still streaming? I remember, I think maybe it was his. It was either Discord or it was his YouTube channel. He said he was gonna stream today at 10 a.m.
I do not know what it is Mirac learned that gave him reason to turn on his masters, but his path seems to have been a cruel one.
So he's probably been going for a couple hours at this point. I think if I
happened so long ago.
I'm getting the time zones right. Oh my god, that's a lot of damn skeletons. There's so many of them.
Who's there?
Ah! Coming right at me.
What was that?
I guess I don't need to loot every single skeleton, right? Is that going to set off anybody's OCD? Really, Freya? You couldn't tell that he saw you? Whoa! Okay, scared me. Alright. Wow, he got right through there.
I knew I had something.
Woo! I don't know what I stepped on. Did I step on something? Fragments. I don't think I need fragments. I think I might already have it. It's a pretty common enchantment. Okay. Now where do I go?
Interesting. This.
All right. I want to get my music back on. There we go.
Be worth exploring.
Yeah, I turned the music off because of Cyberpunk has its own kind of soundtrack that goes along with it, and that's what I was streaming last week. Yeah, I don't know about streaming Cyberpunk. It did get restricted as far as ad suitability goes, and I don't know exactly why. I even censored a sex scene in it. Maybe just the fact that there was a sex scene in it, and it also gets a lot gorier than Skyrim does. Ow, that was a chain lightning. You okay up there, Freya?
I will not fall.
Okay. Really chasing this cultist deep in here. What was he saying about Sheogorath? Okay. Assume a trench knife. I already have one of those. Cultist robes I can sell. All right, let's keep it moving.
How much deeper?
Acid Rain is starving. Somebody send Mel some food.
But to have built so large a temple, it cannot be much farther now.
Get her a sandwich or a hot dog or something. She not gonna make it.
Something feels wrong. Brace yourself.
Oh, Maldorath's hungry too. Man, I'm hungry too. As I said earlier, my wife's heating up some leftover pizza in the oven, and it's like the smell of it. It's like making its way back into my room here, and I'm so hungry. Ooh, cool sword. How did that miss? Pain in my ass. All right, let's just get in there. Start hacking. Gatekeeper. And I am the keymaster. Pretty cool sword. Not gonna fit with this guy because we're daggers only. Ooh, that's really valuable though. Taking that. Let's see. We can free up a lot of encumbrance if I can disenchant some things. See if there's anything else worth grabbing here. It's a war axe, no thanks. Moonstone shield? Yeah, why not? Alright, let's try to disenchant some stuff here. Oh, well, let's see what's in this chest first. There might be something enchanted. Nah. Enchanting supplies all the way up the top. I went right by it, didn't I? I do have bacon. Have to make it. Bacon's pretty easy though. I am too, and don't know why. Man, I'm starving. I had a big bowl of cereal right before I started streaming. Had a big bowl of Crispix with a protein shake. So there should be all kinds of fiber and protein. That should fill me up for a while. But no. Smelled some pizza and all of a sudden it's all over. Now everybody's talking about getting food. This always happens on my stream, right? It's like people start eating, I start talking about food, and then I come up with these awesome ideas of what to eat, and then everybody gets hungry. Right? Man, bacon sounds good. I have some bacon in the fridge. Get some bacon and eggs for lunch. But I have that leftover pizza I gotta get through. And I have some Costco stuffed bell peppers. Those things are good. I don't know if you all have access to a Costco or if you've ever had like the sort of prepared dinners that all you have to do is kind of stick in the oven for like an hour. Their meatloaf and mashed potatoes are really good. I've been wanting to try their stuffed bell peppers, and I finally got a chance to this last week, and it was real good. Hit the spot. So did I. Big bowl of cereal just before you started streaming. Weird. Strudel and I are sharing that brain cell again. Let's see here. Oh yeah. There's a hidden door right there. We need to get back over here into this back room. I know there's a trap. With a damn soul gem thing that blasts you.
There must be something more. Look around. I will let you know if I find anything in the dining area.
Down a notch, Freya. Jeez. You're not a drill sergeant. I know what I'm doing. Colby stick of cheese. All right, all right. That's pretty good. I've been a big fan of just fresh mozzarella lately. Not so much like the string cheese, but like the real mozzarella stuff. And I just like eat it with like a sliced up apple or like some grapes or something, and it's really good. Like this really creamy, like mild flavor. Anything back here? Black soul gem. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take me some of that. How much of the Dragonborn quest am I going to do? As much as I can in 3 hours. Just because of like physical limitations and stuff like that, I have a hard time streaming for more than 3 hours.
Passage in the dining area just opened up.
Some people in this chat, I'm not going to name names, but his name rhymes with Bagus. Can stream like 8-10 hours in a day, and I just can't do that. I can't do it. I get real hungry, I get restless, I get sick of the chair that I'm in.
I wonder if there is something here that
My
tells
back
the story
starts
of
to
Mira.
hurt. It's already starting to hurt a little bit.
Nothing but ruined books.
All right, let's delve deeper into the depths. Delve deeper into the depths, into the bowels
I do
of
not
Mirak's
recognize the
Playhouse.
statuary. We passed by a few of them earlier, but they are becoming more frequent as we get further in.
Mirak's creepy sex dungeon down
It
here.
almost looks as if these statues will come to life at any moment. It is eerily quiet. I do not suspect that will be the case the further we go. Be on your guard.
Yeah. Just try not to muck everything up with your loud, clunky armor. Your heavy footsteps. Oh, getting nauseous. All right, let's do this. That doesn't help much. Those spiral staircases always get me. Doesn't matter if I'm in first-person view, third-person view. All right. See if we can take the back hallway here. Put the Phantom Shroud back up. I see you. I see ya. Boom. Somebody wasn't happy with that. Oh, Freya. Yep. Of course. Is that rock gonna hit him? Is it coming? Ah, stalled out. Gotcha. Okay, see what we can do about this Death Lord up here. Yeah, there we go.
Who's there?
You can take care of the skeleton, right? Or you can just walk right by the skeleton. All right, now we're backstabbing like a true assassin. Okay. It's a little bit of a gauntlet there, but we handled it well. Freya, not so much. Imperial Ebony Sword. This is always a cool looking sword for me, but it's like, it's hard for me at least to find a character that it actually fits well with. Maybe like a Dunmer swordsman or something. It's very unique looking, but also kind of like doesn't fit in well. Takes a unique character design, I think, to be able to pull that off. Okay. Let's see, the skeletons probably don't have much. Low-level Draugr probably don't have much either. Ooh, a boss chest. Chitin Helmet of Acumen. Gain 4% more experience. I don't think that's going to help me now, but maybe. It's only 2 pounds. All right. Start dropping off stuff that doesn't have the highest weight to value ratio. I too hate those staircases, likely the bane of every YouTube Twitch stream viewer, no matter which speed you go at. Yeah, slowing it down doesn't seem to help. It's almost like you just want to blast through it as fast as possible. No fun. I mean, it makes a lot of sense on a level design perspective because of, you know, there weren't ladders in this game, not until Starfield anyway. And sometimes you need some kind of mechanic to go up and down levels without taking up a lot of room, and the spiral staircase is a real world architectural construct that has solved that problem for hundreds of years. Gotta go third person, further FOV, and slow while rotating the camera player character. Interesting. Ow. Okay, so we found Mirak, and then he kicked our ass and took our lunch money.
You are Dragonborn.
Yeah.
I can feel
almost
it.
not like the juice isn't really worth the squeeze on trying to make it comfortable.
So you have
kind of feel like you
slain
just got to
Albert.
go through it.
Well done. I could have slain him myself back when I walked the earth.
It's cold when I woke up,
But
and now
I
this
chose a
hoodie's
different path. You have no idea.
Hoodie's
the
kind of,
true power
making me
a
sweat a little bit.
Dragonborn can wield.
Okay, that's pretty cool looking.
This realm is beyond,
The Steger can make use of that when he's not in sneak mode, right?
and it is only a matter of time before Soul's time is also.
Yeah, I feel like
I already control the mind.
for long drawn out fights, the Steger, he starts in stealth
Soon
mode.
they will finish
Eventually,
building
like
my
with boss
temple,
fights and stuff, that's
and
always
I
gonna fail.
return home.
Then we can pop Dragon
Send him
Aspect,
back where he came from.
and when that's up, we can
He
pop
await my
the
arrival with the rest of Tamriel.
spectral armor, phantom armor, and we're good to go. Stop trying to kill me and kill me. Tell you what though, with a vibrating controller, that wasn't
What
bad.
happened to you? You read the book and then it seemed as though you were not really here. I could see you, but also see through you.
Yeah, I know. I'm a spectral assassin. That's what I do.
Where? Where is he? Can we reach him? Can we kill him?
Can't see your hands. You don't want to see my hands right now.
This is a dangerous thing then. We should return to my village and show this to my father.
Oh yeah, so I was talking about Cyberpunk. I streamed that last week.
There looks to be a way
Yeah,
out through here.
it got restricted monetization on it, which is not really a big deal. I'm not really doing these streams for the money. But it can affect the reach, I think, with the YouTube algorithm. So that's one thing against it. The other thing was that V and I were constantly talking over each other. That's the kind of the thing when you have a character-specific role-playing game, like what CDPR does with The Witcher and Cyberpunk, is that first-person, that player character voice, it doesn't jibe really well with when you're trying to get into a character and you're trying to do a let's play. It's kind of like you're jockeying with
See that
position.
green
You're
light?
fighting the main
That
character
comes from the
for
Windstone,
voice
where my
time.
people work against their will. They must
So
be
I'm not
freed
sure.
soon.
I don't know if I'm going to be streaming Cyberpunk much anymore because of those reasons. Let's just get this on the map for fast travel. Not that I don't like the game, not that I don't love the game, not because like the restricted monetization bothers me at all. It's just because it's kind of a juggling act, kind of a pain in the butt,
The village is just
trying to
ahead.
find
Storm has used his magic
a
to raise
flow
barrier around it.
when the player character is like constantly talking over you, you know? Hey, there's James. Welcome, welcome. Okay, what are we doing here?
Father, I have returned. There is yet hope.
Can't chat on stream due to verified system?
News do you bring? Is
Oh,
there a way
on
to free
Magus's
our
Twitch?
people?
No, but I have brought someone who has seen things. He has confirmed that Mirak is
It's always
indeed
needed the
behind
two-factor
suffering.
authentication. Two-factor authentication doesn't always mean cell phone though, right? You
But how
can
is that possible?
usually use,
After all
if
this
it's set
time?
correctly, you can use
I fear
email
there is
as
too
well.
much we do not yet
I
know.
guess it depends on the
Please.
two-factor,
Tell Storm
what it
what
requires,
has
but...
happened.
It's all about trying to limit those bots, which is overall a good thing. Okay, am I supposed to talk with somebody here? Storn.
So you have seen
It's
things
email
yet.
and phone need to be
My
verified.
magic
Okay.
grows weak,
Wow, that's
and
rough.
so does the barrier.
They're
around
doing
our
whatever they
reach.
can to get rid of those
Time
bots.
is
Are you
short.
seeing less bots
Tell
over
me
there at
what
least?
you know. How do you know this?
Well, because he zapped my nipples with his little dark side powers.
The legends speak of that place. Terrible battles fought at the temple. The
A lot less.
dragons
Well, that's good.
burning it to the ground in rage.
I mean, it does make it so like
They speak
people without
also
access
of
to
something worse
a cell
than
phone
dragons
can't
buried
chat, but
within. Difficult to imagine, but if true, it means
nip
what
them in
I
the bud
feared has
ASAP. Yep.
come to pass.
Wow.
Mirak
I got a
was
strudel.
never
Wow.
truly
I feel like
gone,
it's been too long.
and now
Whew,
has
that's a rush.
returned. If you could go
The
to
strudel.
this
Wow.
place
Not so
and
much
see
the
him,
zaps to my nipples.
are
Even
you
though that
like
was a rush too.
Mirak? Are you Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Then perhaps
Yeah,
you are
I'm Dragonborn.
connected with him. The old tales say that he too was Dragonborn.
That's the problem. If I change my settings, I'll get flooded with them again, and I don't want that for people in there watching. Yeah, no, I get it.
I am unsure.
I get it.
It may mean that you could save us, or it may mean that you could bring about our destruction. But our time here is running out.
That being said, I
Few
think
of
that
us
there
left
are
free of
apps
control
online
cannot protect ourselves for
that
much
can
more.
emulate cell
You
phones.
must go to Saring's Watch.
I don't know how accessible those are, or
Mirak
how much they cost, or if they're even free at all, but
Use that knowledge on the Windstone.
I think
may
you
be
can
able
get access to
break the
SMS
hold on our people
through
here.
computer apps.
Free them from control.
Get like a number and everything set up. It's a lot of hoops to jump through, but if you don't have a stable cell phone of your own, but an option.
May darkness never touch you.
All right, what the hell am I trying to do? Learn the word of power. Give the note to Captain Veleth. Oh, Fate of the Skull. Storn has suggested that my experiences on Solstheim mean I'm connected to Mirak. To follow the path of Mirak has taken and learn what he knows, I must travel to Saring's Watch. Okay, there we go. That's what I needed. Saring's Watch. Let's see. I also 4:56 p.m. Yeah, let's go ahead and head back to Raven Rock. Offload some of this loot. Been that way for the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah, no problem. I don't blame you. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
You haven't seen Precious Corellius, have you? That
Oh,
foolish
God,
old man's
Precious.
taken my pickaxe again. No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know. I prefer to handle these things.
So what's all
on my
everybody?
own.
What is everybody
Look, if you
all
see
playing?
Precious, tell him to give me that
That was a bunch of
pickaxe back,
string. That was
and I'll
verbal
pay you for the
diarrhea.
trouble.
There's just a string of words that came out there that wasn't in the particular order that I wanted. Okay,
You
who?
tell Precious he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Somebody was screaming. Yep. So I played some. Like I said, I was playing some arcade shooting games. Having a lot of fun with them actually. Let's see. Anderthal Bender. That's a word. Yeah, so I played Ikaruga. I don't know if anybody's familiar with any of these. Which was a game that's been on my backlog for, I don't know, probably close to 20 years at this point. Dragon Scale Shield. I have a buckler, but I don't think I have the shield. We'll hold on to that. Same with that. These I can get rid of. That's a game that I had on my GameCube for a long time, and I played like 10 minutes of it. Pretty cool. Liked that one. And then I played Dodonpachi Resurrection. I played Death Smiles, has been my favorite one so far.
You tell Precious he better give that
I'm probably
pickaxe
just
back to me,
spitting out
or
names of
else.
games that nobody's ever heard of in this chat, unless you were an arcade rat like I was.
Want to buy anything? Everything.
But there's
I've
some
got
really
on display.
bonkers Japanese arcade games out there that kind of stuck to a simple formula, but really decided to go off the rails in terms of like creativity and stuff.
If you need any supplies, you know where to find me.
Let's see that. Yeah, there was Dodonpachi, Death Smiles. There's something called Galaxy Warriors Stellar Climax. Ooh, that sounds amazing, doesn't it? And then what was the last one I played? There was another one. Oh yeah, Crimson Clover. That game was tough. Really hard. One of my pet peeves is the assumption that everyone has or uses a cell phone. Yeah. No, I mean, there are vast like patches of the world and even this country of people that it's like it's not like the norm to have a cell phone, right? But I see, you know, Twitch's side of it. The bots thing has been a real problem for a long time, and being able to limit that through two-factor authentication is an effective way of dealing with it. Yeah, I think it's important not to assume that A, people have cell phones, and B, people have internet. That's another thing that a lot of people take for granted that a lot of other people just don't have. Drinking coffee and watching your stream. Earlier I played Greedfall and worked on my load order for Skyrim. Sweet. Yeah, I got some load order work to do once I get the build guide for this character out. I gotta add HDT SMP physics because there are some armors that I want that require it. I want to update some overhaul mods like Ordinator. Not sure what else has had an update, but Anai's been updating some of his stuff for his all thing batch of mods that are coming out. And I want to have the latest just so I'm keeping up to date for people who want to follow along with my build guides. Okay, I don't have Freya with me anymore, so I can be sneaky again. And then I think Zim's Immersive Artifacts has opened. I almost said Zim's Immersive Artichokes. That would be a hell of a mod. And there's also an Ordinator patch for that mod that I need to see what it does, because I don't think that there is a patch for the updated versions of Ordinator and Zims. So I want to see what that patch is doing so I could apply it to the new versions of those. Oh, did we get a buffer? Still, oh yeah, I did get a few dropped frames, but it's stabilized now. Should be good. I'm at 0.1% dropped frames. I don't know when they happened. typically that wouldn't be enough to even cause a buffer. I hear voices. Anybody else hear voices?
Treasure.
Ooh.
Everyone dead. Everyone but me.
Okay, there he
I
is.
can't believe it. Everyone dead. Everyone but me.
Okay. All that treasure, everyone dead, everyone but me. I'm not seeing a whole lot of treasure here. Wow, look at that background. That's kind of sexy, huh? That vista? And nobody does a vista like BGS does a vista. Love them, hate them, or both. Todd knows his way around a vista, doesn't he? I'm looking for a Kodak moment here. I saw an ice wraith over there, so I'm trying not to detect him. Or have him detect me. Alright, I can't find a good spot on this rock that doesn't just look ridiculous with the clippings, so... Oh, and then we got the stupid squares over there, too. The water seams. Gross. What a pain in the ass. Let's do this. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Can't even do a tree because freaking trunks are cut off. Ooh, and then the lightning too. That's really cool. Man, I wish I could find a good framing for this here. This is an LOD thing, isn't it? I need to get closer. Trying to find just the right kind of balance. Man, I should take like an actual like real photography class or something. I think it would make my screen archery a lot better. There we go. That's good enough. Even though I do see a seam line right there on the left. Yeah, well. Skillshare, there you go. I do actually have a LinkedIn Learning account through work, and I think that there might be some photography classes and Photoshop classes and stuff there. All right. Let's go take care of this ice wraith. It's free for like a year. Nice. Yeah, Skillshare is something that I've been recommended before, and my wife has actually been recommended Skillshare for like writing courses and stuff like that. She was an English major. She wants to do some more writing creatively. I want those ice wraith teeth. Probably clipped under the ground for that one. Yeah, well, we'll be fine. Took a picture of a rainbow yesterday. I was too scared to look at the pictures. English major, wants to do more writing. I can identify. Yeah, for sure. It's hard, you know, when real life is so demanding, especially when much of real life has to do with, you know, reading and sending emails. And sitting in meetings and writing up communications and things like that. Even on a professional level, if you're not doing it creatively, it can just sap your energy to do any other kind of writing. I used to do programming for fun, and I had plans of like creating my own video game and stuff and learning game engines, but you know, if you program all day in a professional capacity, it's like it saps your will to, you know, have any kind of energy to do it in your spare time after that. You like writing, not reading? Do it. Life is short, but I'm also really tired. That's why I didn't write more until I retired. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. But for the time being, we kind of have to earn our retirement and pour a lot of effort into earning that living. I see you up there, you little trolly troll. Okay, here's Saring's watch. Coming from the person who hasn't streamed, yeah. Karn, did you see my message? Hey Karn, do you know a way to worship both Sheogorath and Jiggalag through Winter Sun, like worship one for the first half of the playthrough and switch to the other one? Yeah, I mean, that would be the only way to do it. I think, well, Winter Sun itself doesn't allow you to worship more than one deity at a time. But I also don't see any reason why you can't switch from one to the other. Is there something explicitly in the mod that forbids you from taking on Jiggalag if you're already Sheogorath? Whoa. Okay, this Tragon knows some tricks. Serpentine dragons. These guys are usually pretty tough. I have the Vigilant perk, which allows me to hold my first ward up indefinitely. But after I let go of this ward and move to something else in my left hand, then the wards start costing magicka like normal. Alright, just waiting for him to get grounded. I should have cast my Avenging Wraith before I started this fight. Is he coming all the way down? No, he's not. Now I'm gonna get flanked by that Frost Troll, watch. Getting peppered by archers. You dang dragon, why don't you come down here and fight me like a man? Instead of flying around fighting me like a dragon. Alright, here we go. Here we go. No. What a tease. Oh! I don't remember the last time I saved. It's been a while. Crikey. Fishing's the most annoying thing ever. Pretty grindy. It's just not very engaging, right? I play the fishing almost as a necessity because there are a lot of really good, really cool items with unique enchantments. Oh my god. Look at this. A lot of really good, really unique items with unique enchantments. In terms of like rings and necklaces and stuff that you get throughout the questline, but yeah, it's pretty annoying. I agree. It's tedious. Can't find one sunfish. It gets easier. Here's a pro tip. You don't have to actually fish for them. If you can find them swimming around in like a pond or something, you can just grab them like you can grab any other small fish out of those things. And there are always static areas where they do spawn if you know where to look for them. Sunfish are hard, goldfish are hard, and you have to find goldfish at various parts during the quest, at least 2. And I think Mara's Eye Pond is where you can go just grab the goldfish that are swimming around in the pond there. And I think that the sunfish are there as well. But yeah, if you're just doing the straight up fishing with that, it could take a while and it could be really annoying. But you can also save scum it. It was always free. Yeah, for me, it's worth having just for the items, just for the rewards. And it does add a little bit of roleplay flavor to it too. If you're playing like an outdoorsy, scouty type character, fishing could be a good way to flesh that out a little bit. And also some like cooking, new cooking recipes and stuff with new ingredients and new fish that you can catch and actually cook up. Not that it has any like real gameplay value. Cooking doesn't really affect much in the game, but it does add that roleplay flavor that allows you to get into a character more for a playthrough. It's some consolation. I do keep it in though, just for that. Well, we got a couple of ice wolves up here, or maybe just regular wolves. Oh, I don't know why I keep taking these hides anymore. I got so many hides at home. And my smithing skill is already maxed out. Don't need these strips here either. The alchemy ingredients, though, I can still use. But yeah, when I'm grinding through... Oh, stray dog. I'm gonna take your teeth. Yeah, when I'm grinding through the fishing quest line just to get a certain ring or something with a certain enchantment on it, I'm always kind of like, here we go again, you know? Because the character I'm working on has a split personality complex. Okay, yeah, you could... Yeah, there are 2 different ways. Like Maga said, you'd have to switch back and forth, but that's very counterproductive when you're trying to gain favor, right? And a lot of these Winter Sun deities, they become more impactful only once you have high degrees of favor. The other way that a lot of people do it on YouTube with split personalities is by playing two separate characters and then switching back and forth between the characters. That would be, or, you know, you can even have a follower and just role play. Well, no, that probably wouldn't work well either. Followers might work for like an imaginary friend type situation. Because they don't really interact with anybody else unless you're playing a modded follower like Inigo or even like Serana or Teldrin or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I've had ideas of playing two different characters that were actually the same character, or one character reincarnated or possessing another character. You can do that. That's definitely doable. It takes a little bit more imagination work. But if one character has split personalities, that's basically just like two characters, right? It takes a little bit more overhead, making sure that they're matching up quest-wise and things like that, and you're going to have some challenges in terms of random events that happen in the overworld and the open world and things like that. But it's totally doable. It would be a fun project, I think. Here it is, Skyfield. Just something for you to put in your pipe and smoke on for a while. Aside from custom follower, it is not possible on one character. And even then, it's a huge task. It's easier to just headcanon how it is. Thought it was Skyrim. Yeah, actually, I uninstalled Starfield for the time being. Not because I'm sick of the game or anything. I'm not burnt out on it. I actually, I see some content on YouTube or like a discussion on Reddit or on some of the more Starfield-friendly Discords that I'm on. And it's like, oh man, I really want to get back in and play Starfield, but I need to address my backlog. I have this overwhelming urge to attack my backlog recently, and in order to do that, I need to make room both in my day and on my PC to do it. I will definitely reinstall Starfield at some point, probably sooner than later, but yeah, probably not any Starfield streams anytime real soon. Because of that. All right. Let's see. I've not triggered that dragon yet. Have I saved? I think I have saved. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, there he is. There he is. Can I sneak up on the dragon? I think I can. Oh no, I missed. My ghost walk is gonna run out. Ah, damn. Would have been nice to get like a nice big chunk of damage out of him there, but I just couldn't find the right range. Okay, let's let him kill the Avenging Wraith first. We'll spawn another one at the higher level. Resist shock. Ice Wraith Essence. We'll start using some of that up. Did my Wraith already get cooked? Or did she just run away? Oh, now he lands. Is he gonna stay there? Oh, I forgot I have Dragon Rend. What an idiot. Oh, runs away right at the last second. He hit the ground again. Ah! I did actually get my ultimate healing potion off, but for whatever reason it didn't take. You saw the effects, right? The veteran, what's up, Magus? It's Mega from Twitch. Mega, huh? This is Jigalag's tenants. Activate my obelisks of order, clear dungeons of evil, slay Daedra, never serve Sheogorath. Those skilled in heavy armor are most deserving of my favor. Yeah, I think two separate characters and maintaining the headcanon and kind of playing them both in the same progression is probably your best way forward. E. Miller. Okay. Let's see if I can actually get a sneak attack on him here. Yeah, okay. Did alright damage. Alright, let's hit the potions here, see what we can do. Regeneration we're gonna want. Extra magicka, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and keep pumping up the deadly poison here. Got plenty of that. Not gonna go to waste here. Potion of the Warrior, yes please. Resist magic. Yeah, probably gonna need that. Resist frost. I feel like I need to restock on light armor, one-handed, and block fortification potions, but I need to get back to mainland Skyrim for that. That's where all my ingredients and stuff are. Alright, let's see how this goes. Ow! And we also need Dragon Rend. If I can get him grounded... Ah, you frosty bastard. Stop so I can blast you out of the sky, please. Okay. The ward holds. Wow, he won't even just stop and hover. Gotcha. All right, now you're gonna get cooked. Find the rhythm. Keep them stun locked. More stamina, please. Let's get in there. We gotta watch out getting flanked by these Draugr. Okay, dragon's down. Problem with an imaginary companion is, say you're stuck behind cover when your companion runs out and fights a bandit a million miles away. How is that happening? That's happening by the player character, but the player character is imagining he's stuck behind cover. I feel like you get that crazy person strength. I'm thinking Fight Club, right? When he was fighting himself, and the security footage just shows him like throwing himself around and dragging himself on the ground. That would be really difficult for anybody to be able to do that, like physically. But he was pulling it off. I feel like these psychotic breaks and things like that, they can unlock parts of your brain and your body and do things that are normally not possible. Not to say that you can actually teleport yourself or astrally project yourself, but you can, like, I think it's more within the realm of feasibility that you can take on large groups of enemies, and then during that psychotic break, make it feel like somebody else is fighting these people alongside you, when it's really just you that's taking on all these enemies. And then the hallucination is that there's people that are going down simultaneously, when it's really just a series of incredibly impressive fights. That's the way it goes in my head anyway. And that I kind of am like preloaded with that idea, because that's kind of how I'm handling the Stiger, this character here too, because that's how Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice kind of handled it. It's like that character was like struggling with like her own sanity, and she was also a very capable fighter in her own right. She's like a shield maiden or like a warrior. That's heavy armor, I don't need that. And she's also kind of like fighting these spirits, these Draugr. There are like supernatural abilities that she has in the game, but because she's alone the whole time, it's kind of ambiguous whether or not those supernatural powers are really happening, or if they are just figments of her imagination and her insanity. I think you can play it off. At the end of the day, you know, you're fighting dragons and Draugr and mages and warlocks and things like that. I don't think it's that much more far-fetched to pull off the imaginary friend thing as well. My 2 cents anyway. Okay. At this point, I'm going to need to take a break. I'm going to need to do a quick wardrobe change because I am sweating. I also need to refresh my drink and grab a snack or something. So yeah, hang tight. I will be back shortly. And we'll continue this this quest line. All right, see you real soon. All right, I'm back. And I got a mouthful of protein bar. And also a beard full of protein bar, apparently. Pete Miller, you're not annoying me. You can stick around if you want. Don't worry about it, buddy. This whole discussion has me thinking about Fleet. Yeah, with the, what did he call it? The Sumerian and the Empyrean? Or something like that? He had a name for it. Could have stopped it at protein. Yeah. Protein. Some sources of protein are better than others. All right, where are we? Okay. We do have the word now. I think I have some Dragon Souls stacked up. Yeah, I have a few. 16 Dragon Souls. All right, so it was the bend will shout I need? Yes, indeedy. Boom shakalaka. Now, use the bend will shout on the windstone. The windstone with a Y? Cassius was beyond cool, especially the little command mod to have him suddenly blink in or out. Yes, that was cool. That was cool stuff. That was an imaginary friend well done. And it worked really well. In my opinion, anyway. All right, let's bend some will, shall we? Now we're gonna have to fight at least one lurker, I think, for this one. Let's get all shroudy. Whoa, a little bit of shrapnel there in the blast radius. Yeah, okay, now we have a worker here. Does he see me? He does see me. All right then, let's do this. Death by 1,000 cuts. That's what dagger fighting is all about. All right.
A fever must have taken me. What else could explain this?
Yeah, it was a fever. Anything else I can loot? Nightshade is good for fortified destruction potions. I don't use destruction magic with this character, but there are enchanted weapons that have destruction effects on them, which are also influenced by the fortified destruction potions. Fortified destruction potions are something more Skyrim players need to be using, in my opinion. It's a huge untapped source of strength for many, many characters. You know, you might be shooting explosive fiery bolts from your crossbow. Fortified destruction helps that. You might have a sword enchanted with ice or shock. Fortified destruction helps that. You might have a cloak. Either a lightning cloak or an ice cloak or something like that. Fortified destruction helps with that. All kinds of good stuff. You might have a Lion's Arrow hooked up to a destruction spell, and fortified destruction potions help with that. And it's like a huge amount too, even without any perks in the alchemy skill. Most famous roller coaster has reopened today called Old Nemesis. Reborn, huh? That sounds pretty awesome.
If anyone can help us
Been
now,
too long since I've been on a roller coaster. Too long. For a shaman, you fight pretty well. No, I think we're talking to
I'll make her
Storm.
guide you.
I don't want to strike up a conversation with Freya.
The air is different. We are safe, which means you have succeeded.
Well, your people are free now.
So it is. You have proven yourself an ally to the Skull, and so the Skull shall be allied.
That roller coaster it's metal, right? It's not wood.
If you have released the wind,
Those wood roller coasters are few and far between these days.
Perhaps you can do the same for the rest of Solstheim.
There's one
I
called
doubt it will fully stop whatever Mirak is
Colossus or the Goliath. It's either the Goliath or the Colossus at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California here. And I think that was the largest wooden roller coaster in the United States.
I cannot help with that. None here can. You will need the knowledge Mirak himself learned. You will need to learn.
And then there was a
more
metal
about
one that
this
was
black
also either called the Goliath or the Colossus, and I don't remember which one was which. It was either the wood one that was the Goliath and the metal one that was Colossus, or the other way around.
Mirak had this? This does not look like something of the dragon cult. It is a dark thing, unnatural. I would have nothing to do with it. But the dark elf
Got a
wizard
drink with
Neros,
branch chain
he
amino
came to us
acids.
some time ago, asking
Had a tough
about
workout
black
last night.
books. I believe
Still kind
he knows
of
a
sore
great
from it
deal
today.
about them. Perhaps
And some
too
electrolytes in there
much.
too.
Seek him out.
Get
to the
rehydrated.
south. Be cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work here.
That whole period of time was most fun. Everybody doing their own things respectively. Yeah, that was cool. That was, I don't know if I even started streaming or making content much at all at that point. I think it was after Stu kind of like hung up his Skyrim streams that I tried to come in and fill in the blanks with some other folks from the community. Yes, metal. El Toro is wood fabricated. Nice. So you do have some wood ones over there. I prefer the metal ones. They're just smoother. The wooden ones get kind of like, they jostle you around. It's not really as much about going fast and like doing like the loops and turns and stuff. It's more about well, a lot of it is just how much can you take being bumped up and down over and over again. And also I think it leads to motion sickness a little bit more because of it. Steer must love this little Nord village. I think he likes it better than some of the villages and cities from Skyrim, for sure. But I think he still prefers to be on his own, either living in his cave or setting up a camp somewhere. You know, he's kind of a loner. And it's like he craves the companionship, but also he's better off. He kind of thrives being alone. Gotta talk to Neloth, huh? Where am I going? All right, I need to follow this out of town and then take a left at the fork. I think we have some old wooden ones here. They were still fun. Yeah, they can be. The metal ones are just so much smoother. They'll allow you to go faster. They'll allow you to drop more. You can go around loops. A lot of stuff that the wooden ones just really aren't capable of. And a lot of the wooden ones are like old, so they're constantly trying to like patch them up and stuff. Not a lot of hold you in place, just the bar you had better have a decent grip. Yeah, right. It should, that makes it feel scarier, right? That adds to the fear factor for sure when you feel like you get thrown out of the car at any moment. If there's some like capacity for actual danger, that makes the ride a lot more fun. Things were better in the old days, TM. coaster your Colossus, the wood roller coaster, is now hybrid coaster meta. Yeah, I guess they just couldn't keep up with the upkeep on it, I suppose. Such a little old man sometimes. He is. Some major get off my lawn energy from Magus now and then. A lot of complaining about millennials too, for only being like a year removed from being a millennial himself. I can say that as a little old lady. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's see here. Now I'm on the right track. A proud Gen X, thank you. Yeah, sure. Sure. Okay, I keep missing this turn. Where the hell am I going? All right, here we go. My goodness. I haven't seen the wind in chat yet, but I'm definitely channeling the wind right now. Just getting lost over and over. Wish people would remember the Forgotten Generation. Yeah. I think millennials were blaming Gen X for taking all the money for a while, but then Gen X was always blaming boomers for taking all the money. Okay, we have a patrol over here. They blamed boomers. Okay, maybe we were forgotten. That's the way I like it. Okay, this ghost walk isn't gonna last forever. Boom. Beheading from the shadows. I like it. It's a really slick Steger move. Usually get along with everyone except millennials. You have a real hate boner for millennials. I have lots of friends who are millennials just because we're like so close in age groups. I went to school with millennials and stuff. I work with millennials all the time. Get along great with them. Let's see here. Let's get ready for another lurker fight here. Yeah, you do too. I know you're just playing. You're playing. Kinda. Korean War age, folks. Alright, can I get in there without him stepping on me? Oh, how did I miss? I was right there. There we go. That's how an assassin does it. A lot easier to kill him in one hit than it is to slice them all up and wait for that bleed damage to start stacking, right? Zoomers Gen Z. There will never be hybrid coaster? I thought you just said that the Colossus was a hybrid coaster. EJ's a millennial. Younger sibling is Zoomer. Totally skipped a generation. Nice. Nice work. Spreading the love. I'm sorry, kept trying to catch up on chat here, so I'm just sitting here staring at chat. Oh, you meant in the UK. Okay, I see. At one of these stones, I got my greatest unmodded companion, a Reekling Scout. Oh, sweet. Love the Reeklings. Mr. Whack. You got an unmodded Reekling companion? Was it some kind of thrall? That is not your chicken. Most millennials are whiny. Ooh, casting a wide net on people 2 years younger than you. Reeklings are vanilla followers? Really? If you do the quest for them. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. I really didn't know. I knew that you could do the quest for them, but I didn't think you really got any rewards for it. But if you get, like, if you get them as companions, that's freaking awesome. Man, Skyrim is cool. Even vanilla Skyrim is cool. All right. Where are we going? May as well start making that trek down to the Sunstone and Tel Mithrin here. Still got to cleanse up the Earthstone and the Waterstone. I'm not grabbing any of these powers, any of these stone powers, because I don't feel like I need them. They don't. I mean, yeah, if you're doing like a nature shaman, or like shaman overlapping with a druid, then yeah, it makes some sense. But gameplay wise, I don't think his toolkit needs them. Mr. Whack, I think, was a modded follower though. Whack Whack. And he had like he was differently colored than the rest of them too, so he was kind of like an outcast. And I know with AE you do get a goblin follower as well, which basically uses the skeleton. Oh, here's Thirsk Feed Hall. May as well put that on the map. And I think that goblin follower is heavily influenced by Mr. Whack. Because he's like a misfit, different color goblin as well. Yep, definitely going the wrong way here. I want to try to find this road. Here we go. I don't think that the Reeklings at Thirsk Mead Hall are hostile. At least at first. Oh, and here's the camp of the Companion's Light.
I never said it would be, but either
Just passing
way,
through.
we have to try. Whether we succeed or
Don't want
not,
anything to do with you
it'll stir up
weaklings.
some of the old blood in this crowd.
Companions are way better.
Come on, let's go. Time to go. Boss says you're to come back with me.
once already.
Yeah, there's a goblin companion that you can get, Strudel, in the AE stuff, and it's there's a cave that gets added to the rift around there somewhere. If you spend enough time on the road over there, you'll see like some goblins fighting, kind of like the ash spawn do outside of the city. And I don't know if that actually triggers the quest, but I think that there's also like there's a letter or a message in the Bee and Barb that you can pick up that will trigger the goblin quest. And there's a goblin staff that's kind of cool looking, and you get a goblin follower. Trying to remember what he was based off of, because that was on Nexus at some point. The Goblin Follower? Or Mr. Whack? Mr. Whack definitely was, obviously. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Whack was definitely on the Nexus. I don't think that was a custom job by Beofish. I think that was just something that he went and grabbed and maybe renamed.
Here in his shrine.
Slave Pack Reekling Porter. There you go.
That they have forgotten.
All right. The one time in this game that we get to fight alongside the Reavers. Yeah. Didn't get the sneak attack for it. Probably... I thought I saw a cultist around here somewhere, didn't I? No, it's just Reavers, isn't it? A bunch of cowardly Reavers. Look at this. My God. Ah. Get off, Millie. There we go. Magic suppression, that ought to come in handy. At some point, maybe. Okay, let's head over to Tel Mithrin. We will talk to Neloth. Says I've never downloaded it, but I absolutely have. I believe you. Weird. I haven't actually had it forget. You know, I wonder if maybe they had it hidden at some point and then re-enabled it under a new mod. That might explain it. Re-upload under a new ID. Bunch of barefoot hippies out here.
Aren't you supposed to be in the tower assisting Master
Why
Nello?
won't this summoning work? If you must know, I'm trying to get this Ash Guardian spell to work. Now let me concentrate. Besides,
It says 1757, which is super early mod. Yeah, that's a pretty low number.
With repairing the tower. Why aren't you doing this in the lab, where it would be safer for all of us?
Strudel
the lab
still
is
has
too
her from 4 years
Also,
ago.
I need the Ashy Sword. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing.
Yeah, could have just
No need to bother
been something
him about
borked in there.
He's quite busy at the moment.
It's on your head if something goes wrong. Just let me get back inside
No,
first.
Ash Guardian. I don't think you belong here. Does Master Neloth know about you?
Yeah, he sure does. What's a heartstone?
Heartstones are only found on Solstheim, as far as I know. Master Neloth
As far as I know.
fragments from inside Red Mountain that were flung here during the huge eruption 200 years ago.
So what's everybody else's plans for the weekend?
Visitors. Is there something you
I got some yard work to do. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on my shoot 'em up gauntlet.
Tel Mithrin. It's the home of
Hopefully
Master
I can
Nello.
get that released
You
in the
may have
next
heard of
week or
him.
two,
He's a
and then I
famous
can focus
Telvanni
on my
wizard.
Hunterborn Hidden Quest video. Lots of stuff in the pipeline for the channel. Got some TV to catch up on with the wife. She was out of town on a work trip for about a week or so. So many ash spawn running around makes me think that the Dark Elves need lotion. Getting ashy. More Skyrim, then oil change and new tires for the car for Monday and Tuesday. Yeah. Getting new tires is always an event. They always seem to be more expensive than I expect. Especially on the Mustang because they require like special like fat sports tires. But you want it with a front engine, rear wheel drive car. if it rains here, it, like, because we have such dry ground, when it does rain, all the oils and stuff kind of immediately come up to the surface, and so it gets really slick. More so than it does in a place that gets more moisture, oddly enough. So you kind of need the grippy tires if you're driving that kind of car around here. All right, Neloth.
You again? Didn't I see you in Raven Rock?
Gonna look at another car later in the week or the weekend. Yeah, what kind of car? Hopefully selling the GPU. Tires are not cheap, and I have low profile and high speed rating. Oh, is that on the Focus?
Tomes of esoteric knowledge that old Hermaeus Mora has scattered throughout the world? Is this somehow connected to your search for Mira?
Focus ST, yeah. Yeah, that's not a cheap tire. You need sporty tires for that one too. The understeer isn't so much an issue with those as the oversteer is if you can't grip.
Found one? Yes. And you read it too, didn't you?
Volvo's a turbo wagon, kind of the same story as the Focus.
I can see it now. Dangerous knowledge is still knowledge and therefore useful. Usually
is the Volvo front wheel or all wheel? I doubt that's a rear wheel drive car.
Now that is a dangerous path indeed. Hermaeus Mora gives nothing away for free. You may end up.
The
like
Volvos hold their
Mira,
value pretty well though.
Two power
if you get a deal on it, not a bad purchase. Now wearing a toupee is cursed. Yeah.
Oh yes.
He looks
They're
a little
not hard
midlife
to
crisis-y,
locate
doesn't
once
he?
you know how to look for. I have one here that I've been using to locate more.
It's the R, so R-wheel drive with the Haldex system, four-wheel drive based, bias to all-wheel drive. Okay, nice.
Yes, I haven't been idle while this fascinating madness engulfed Solstheim. But my book isn't what you're looking for. I'm quite sure it is unconnected with this Mirac.
Granddad 93 can set tires, an extra one spacer tire with rim, 500 quid because good friends owned the replacement company. Nice. Always good to have connections.
Yes, I do. I haven't been able to get it there.
And it's 5-cylinder, so they sound like a Viper or V10 engine. Nice. Nice. I've never driven a V. Well, maybe I have. I drove a Ferrari 458 on like a little autocross track. And I really put it through its paces too. I got my money's worth out of that thing. I think that's probably more of a V8 than a V10 though. I think it's a V8. I could be wrong. Still need to cleanse the stones. Still need to talk to Neloth. Yeah, my wife recently bought a Bronco Sport, which is like the smaller version of the new Bronco. It's really nice. I like it a lot. It drives really well. It's nice and peppy. It has a real smooth ride to it, unlike the actual Bronco. But and the turn radius is awesome. The turn radius is almost better than. Oh, I still got to talk to Neloth.
Where is that ash-sucking?
It's almost better than my Mustang.
Verona?
And it's very off-road capable, but it's only a 3-cylinder, and that's like the first 3-cylinder car I've ever driven. Seems to work well enough, though.
Well, apparently time is more malleable if
I think the Ferraris are V8s and V12s. Not sure they made a V10, but could be wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure. The Lambos definitely have the V10s. Viper was a V10, but that was a much different kind of car. What? Oh.
Oh yes, they're not. Yes, I have. But But
I just
do
didn't go
know
all the
where
way
to
through this
find a
branch.
black- Oh, it is clearly not associated with the same power.
Push rods and
that has
iron blocks.
overtaken the island. And I'm not talking about Hermaeus Mora. These black books are all his, of course. No,
My old boss
what you're
actually had a
looking for
Viper,
is
so I got to
specific
ride in that a little bit.
presumably
That was kind of a cool
because Mirak's
experience.
power derives
He traded in his Lotus, I think it was the Esprit for it.
Yes, I do. I haven't been able to get it. I'm afraid it isn't that simple. If it was,
Good in a
I
straight
would have
line,
the
not so
book
much in
already.
corners, plus dodge
It
cheap
seems the
plastics.
ancient
And, yeah,
dweller
it's
discovered
not
this book
always
and
great.
took it to study. I found their
You had a Lotus?
reading room in the ruins of Nachardak. The book is there, but it's sealed in a protective case, which I wasn't able to open. But perhaps
Might
the
have
two
actually
of
been
us
the Elise.
together will
It's
be
whatever
able to
was
get
considered like the best handling car in the
to
world at the time.
Nachardak, then. Follow me.
Oh, you'd have kept that. You not wish you'd have kept the Lotus. Yeah, you would have kept the Lotus over the Viper. Yeah, he was one of these guys who just was always like looking at new exotic cars to buy. And he would use them as his daily driver too. The Elise uses a Celica turbo engine, but that's the handling one, right? Yeah. The Exige track version. This was definitely a track car because I remember struggling to get in and out of it because I was so big, but I couldn't use like the frame as a stabilizer or like a handrail because it would just crumble. Might have been the Exige. If I had to pick a car, have with all the money, would have Aston Martin Valkyrie. Aston Martins, the DB9s, yeah. Aston Martins are cool. They're more like muscle cars. They're more like a Viper, I would say, than a Lotus. Okay, everybody's favorite Dwemer ruin over here in Chardak. Lots of winding puzzle corridors with those damn lexicon keys all over the place. Oh, we got ash spawn. Let's get them. All right, James, take it easy, okay? Neloth using Ash Atronox? Interesting. You guys still fighting something? Nah. You guys are cool now. Yeah, if you have all the money, you can have 2 of them. Or even all 3 of them. Yeah, I'm a Mustang guy. I'm driving the car that I want. It's the V6 version, which, you know, better launch off the line, better acceleration than the V4 EcoBoost, the 4-cylinder EcoBoost. That's just extremely turbocharged. But also I don't have like the insurance premiums of the V8. I would love to have like a V8 Mustang, but I would want the manual transmission one. And my wife doesn't know how to drive one of those. And it's nice that she can that she can drive this one, which is automatic. But it's still fun to drive. It's a nice car. It's sporty. I enjoy it. It's a 2016, I believe. Let's see. Where are we headed? Why am I talking to you?
The book is housed inside that dome. I'll need to unlock the door for us. Let's get on with it.
I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to sneak up on these guys with Neloth throwing fireballs at them. But we can try.
I had to. So.
EcoBoost Mustang. Yeah. Well, they're putting EcoBoost on like everything now, so except for like the Mustang. I think like the Mustang is one of the few that you can get without an EcoBoost option, but they do also have EcoBoost options as like the standard now. The standard used to be the V6 naturally aspirated engine, but now it's the 4-cylinder EcoBoost. And then you have the Mustang Mach-E right now, which just really isn't even a Mustang at all. It's like an SUV crossover, and it's an electric vehicle. I don't mind electric cars as much, especially the sportier versions. They're really fast off the line. They have super fast acceleration. But yeah, you don't get that that muscle car rumble from an electric, or even a hybrid, really. Although there are some really badass hybrids as well. You scared? You scared? Yeah, alright, this ghost walk stuff is a pain in my butt. Let's just get in there, start wailing. Fight me! Oh, not like that. I have perks in the illusion tree which can influence enemies to run away. Nice. I haven't seen that beheading animation in a minute. Everlasting Fire. I'm not sure I have that one. Let's grab it. Are we good, Neloth? Anybody else? There is one guy down there. I'm not sure if he's alive still or not. Doesn't seem so, because I feel like Neloth would be pretty pissed at him. Let's Spectral Missiles is a ranged spell that I have.
This place was deserted when I
Yeah,
was
no,
here
he's
last.
dead.
The Dwemer of Nachardak appear to have been fond of these control pedestals. Luckily, I found a cube operated inside on my last visit. I sealed the door when I left to keep out ignorant meddlers.
Soulless. Imagine beheading a guy with a knife. Yeah, serial killer style, right? I mean, this is... Does this even qualify as a knife anymore? That looks like a short sword.
So tantalizingly close. But trust me,
Most of the daggers in this game, except for maybe the iron dagger, they almost seem like more of a sword, like a short sword, than they do an actual dagger or a knife.
Restore the steam supply to this room, I'm certain I can open it. As you'll
Like, I could see
see,
beheading
that's
somebody with
easier
this
said than
gnarly
done.
thing. Let's see what else we have here. Blade of Woe is like the most swordish of all of them. Look at that thing. Bloodthorn's pretty small.
Follow me.
Yeah, that's a dagger. Even that's a pretty big dagger, though. That's pretty much Crocodile Dundee status right there. I mean, you can barely see it because of the spectral effect I have. But even that's pretty wicked. Yeah, some really large knives. Still need to get Mehrunes Razor? Yeah. It's a good one. What artifact overhaul are you using, Magus? I wonder what effect your Mehrunes Razor has.
I was here alone then, and I found
This one got me through
essential for this kind of dirty.
the first half, maybe 3/4 of the game, because of its stacking disease damage, but I really like the vanilla effect better. I gotta say, than Zim's.
Nichard,
Reliquary.
the city of 100 towers. In its
Do you know off the top of your
day,
head
it
what
was
that
the
does to
last
Mehrunes Razor?
Dwemer archives, and perhaps the most advanced. In the old stories, when the Nords came to conquer, it said that Dwemer
Normally like
submerged
Zims, but
the
Reliquary
entire
works
city
for what I'm doing.
beneath the
Yeah, that's
sea
fair.
Until the invaders gave up. I have my doubts, but the city was a marvel of Dwemer engineering. Now reduced to this. As you can see, most of the lower levels of the city are flooded, but it isn't
Blah, blah,
hopeless.
blah, yakety
Old
schmackety.
Dwemer pumps still seem to work. Watch. But the pumps only operate when a cube is in the pedestal.
I'm a few versions behind on Zims too, so
These 4 boilers provide steam to
I may
the
not
roof
have all
upstairs.
the up-to-date
They're shut down, but
effects
they
on all
still
these things.
respond to the control
Zims
cubes.
generally gets better.
If we can find 4 more cubes, we can turn these
Sometimes he's got to
boilers back on,
scale back
restore
effects and
steam
get a little
power
less
to the room
scripty with his
upstairs.
stuff in order to make things just
Then
actually
I
work
should
better.
be able to open the book's
But in
protector.
general, he
Bring
improves
that
things, I would say.
We'll need it.
And I'm a couple updates behind, I think. Hits have a 2% chance to instantly kill, reduces armor by 300 points for 7 seconds. Instant kill chance can be adjusted by opening the console and typing.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so they actually
This
make it
device shows the location of 4 more cubes in
concrete.
this section
Like
of the city.
this is
It
the
looks
chance
like
that you
most
have
of
to
the cubes
instantly
were
kill.
moved to the lower
2%
levels,
is
perhaps to try
pretty
to
generous,
control the
I have to say.
flooding before the
Especially
city
if
was
you're doing
abandoned.
something like dual wield.
Interesting.
It's stacking as
Would
well. Oh my
suggest
god.
that the city must have originally
crazy.
sunk during the first cataclysm of Red Mountain. Or
Yeah, especially if you're dual wielding with Mehrunes Razor in your left hand, you get a lot of hits out there really quickly. And that's a lot of chance for it to proc.
3 of the cubes are through here. This seems like a sensible place to
By the way, still have plans for that Marisa build, or is she on the back burner? I tried to make her in City of Heroes and failed hardcore. Oh man. Yeah, no, it's still something I want to do. Back burner, I don't know if I'm quite all the way there at back burner, but I'm always thinking about it, right? I have some other stuff. I need to get the base level of the pyramid filled out before I can start stacking my nuanced builds higher and higher, I think. So that's why I want to...
We still have cubes to find.
Gotta grab this one. I forgot to grab this one. So that's why I am next focusing on the basic warrior, thief, and mage builds, so I can work up from there with the more unique builds. And I think Marisa will probably be pretty quickly after that. There's also a shadow shot combat archer build that I want to do. That's why are we talking?
Let's find these cubes.
That is inspired from my Diablo 4 rogue build. Kind of want to do some Diablo 4 Skyrim builds too. It would be fun. Yeah, a few weeks ago I did a Diablo 4 stream with the perspective of trying to find Skyrim builds from it. And I think I came up with some pretty good ones. And that's one of them. A highly mobile combat archer with Shadow Dance from Triumvirate, hooked up to Okado's Recital, so that, you know, all you have to do is jump and you zip around the battlefield. I also have a jump attack mod that will allow me to actually fire from the air with that class, and that coupled with like the slow time, like the eagle eye or whatever that's called, where you slow the time by aiming down sights, I think would make a really good build. And then Lion's Arrow would get whatever that novice level shadow magic spell is from Triumvirate. Hook that up to Lion's Arrow, which will rebuild Magicka and health the entire time. And then when Magicka is refilled, then blast enemies around you with Ozra's Wrath for high damage output. That'd be a lot of fun. And people looking up builds, like consumers of Skyrim builds, they really love a dark themed build. Ninjas, shadow mages, assassins, things like that, they always do really well. So I feel like aesthetically I could make I could make that build look really cool. It'll probably do really well on YouTube.
We should focus on how to get up to the door on the north side of the world.
All right, here we go. Not using the right weapon for this. Those spiders are so annoying. Yeah, I know. Vampires. Yeah, no, that's another one I have to do. I still haven't done like an actual focused vampire build either. I'm a sacrosanct boy because I'm an Skyrim boy. So probably won't do a better vampires build anytime soon, but I can see myself doing a sacrosanct build, and I think that I would probably do different build guides for human form and vampire lord form, because they have different play types, and they also need different perks that support them in each form. And there's not a ton of overlap there. There is some, but there's not a ton of it. What works for human form vampires isn't necessarily going to work for a vampire lord, especially when you're capping your level like at 60 or 50. Right. Does it even matter if I'm sneaking with Neloth behind me? He is barefooted. So he's going to be sneakier than Freya, but he's also not really following me right now, so he's not going into sneak when I do. So yeah, probably doesn't matter much. Think you should give Sacrilege a try? Yeah, I've already kind of made my bed with the Skyrim stuff. Ripping that stuff out and putting in another... It would be fine modding wise, right? But I've really branded my channel on Skyrim. I have a presence with the Skyrim guys on Reddit and on YouTube, and kind of like to lean into that, at least while I still have Skyrim stuff to explore and do build guides for. But at that point, after I kind of, you know, explore everything that I wanted to explore, then I wouldn't mind branching out and trying different overhauls. Do I need the dragon bones? I think I have plenty of these. Along with the scales. Anything else? Are there any bones or anything? The pelts I don't need. The torch I don't need either, but I always like to have one just in case I need to hand one to a follower or something. The bucket I definitely don't need. And a Dwemer pan? Nah. Alright. Let's see. Sacrilege is an Irem. Yeah, that's an Irem Light though. That's not the full one. It's just like how I'm not using Valkyrie or I am using Odin because you can use that on top.
Let's see where this leads.
Of everything else. It's not light. I'll have to look into it. I still do want to explore Sacrosanct, though. I don't feel like I've fully explored it. I do want to get a build guide out on that before I switch anything around, but I definitely will look into it. All right. Now we just got the ballista up here. He went down easy enough. Oh, there's another one over there, though. Okay. Ouch. Okay, that hurt. That really stung.
Machines if they weren't so annoying.
Yeah, they are annoying, aren't they? Okay. Getting through it. Okay, this is where we came in. All right, we got a few more cubes. That's good. Yeah, Better Vampires is something that I've always been curious about. I've seen EJ play it. With what's his name from Dawnbreakers? Shaman. And the mechanics were always very interesting with like the feeding mechanics and things like that. And then I've seen some of the things that you've done with your vampire characters, Magus. Definitely very interesting, like build-wise. Okay. Why are these things not doing anything? Did I miss one? Ah, there we go. As many times, dozens and dozens of times that I've done this, I still end up just feeling my way around. At one of these times, I'm gonna actually properly learn it. And be able to get through it without guessing. Arden and Ingrath. Ingrath was the one. Yeah. Combat feeding is a base mechanic over anything than the abilities. Yeah, cool stuff. I really like the, there was something about it where it would like increase your attack speed based on either like your feeding level or your vampire level or something. I don't have a super intimate knowledge of it. But just knowing that it goes that deep was always very interesting to me. Yeah, Sacrosanct has the stagger feeding to it. which is a cool mechanic. I don't know how that matches up with the combat feeding. No, I don't have enough cubes to get this thing. You can set it up to behave in a bunch of different ways, which kept me in it. Yeah, it did seem a lot more sort of like customizable than Sacrosanct. I do really like the Sacrosanct Hemomancy spells, though. Oh, crap. Neloth, where you be? Get him, Millie. Ooh. Oof. Where is Neloth? Gonna help me out here at some point, buddy? He might be over there fighting the ballista over in the waterworks area. Okay. Not a problem either way. We were able to handle it. Better Vamps and Sacrilege have Hemomancy. Yeah, the Blood Onk from Sacrosanct is one of my favorite spells in all of Skyrim. Yeah, from Hidden and Silent. That works. I had it hooked up to Spellscribe at one point with a two-handed like Blood Knight type character. And if I had it lined up just right on power attack, it would put the Blood Onk on an enemy. And then all I would have to do is dodge out of the way when it blew up. And like any other enemy that was around would get caught in the blast radius. It was just a really cool effect. But yeah, just like almost anything else in the game, it's going to work better from stealth for sure. Oh yeah, this is another one that I just kind of feel my way through. There we go. That ought to do it. Still don't know where Neloth went. He's usually here at this part. I don't know if I can do this part without him. I have to go try to find him. Who's zapping me? There you are. We good? Yeah, our dagger's out of charge though. No more zippity zap for this dagger. I do have some build soul gems though that I can use. At least. And I want to go through and loot these automata for even more soul gems. I don't know how you can see with this blue vision. Well, it's because the alternative is just like super dark. That is actually night vision. It might be coming off differently over the YouTube encoding. I mean, it looks fine to me. It's not like a pure like night vision. It still is a little bit occluded by darkness, but it still does allow me to see a lot more. It's something that, you know, I need to get through as a sneaky character. I need to be able to use that so that I'm not giving away my position constantly. No cubes left. Yeah, I lost Neloth somewhere. So yeah, it's like I have to use it. I don't particularly like the way it looks, but I don't also particularly feel like I want to try to figure out how to adjust it in the E and B and fiddle around with like different color values and stuff like that. But I end up spending so much time in it that when I'm actually don't need it anymore, I forget to disable it. All right, dumbass.
We need to find enough control cubes to keep the pumps running and to turn on all 4 boilers.
Yeah, no crap. Now follow me. I need you.
We still have cubes to find.
The hell are you going? Cool. Did I leave something in here that I shouldn't have? I don't think so. Maybe I gotta grab one from the top? Does that allow me to get over here? I don't think so. Yeah, no, that blocks off that door. I feel like something's bugged. Either that or I missed a cube somewhere. How many do I have total? I have 3. I have 2 here on the pedestals, which is opening that area up, and I have 1 left in my inventory. And Neloth doesn't seem interested at all in following me through that door. And I know that I need him to like kind of stay with one of the cubes. Think you missed something? There might be another one in here. This dungeon is just annoying. All water temples are, indeed. All right, what did I miss? Is there anything down here? Ah, there it is. Yep, I was focused on the Dwarven Centurion.
Very good. By my count, we've found a total of 4 cubes. Assuming you haven't dropped any anywhere.
Oh, shut up. You have a total of 4 cubes. Yes, I do now. All right, now we should be ready to go. Not helping that you're focused on streaming and talking to us. Perfect recipe for getting lost. It is indeed. It's definitely a balancing act. But I wouldn't have it any other way. All right. At least I've done all the hard work in this area first.
I'd guess that must be the pump activator up there. But how to reach it? That's it. Don't touch anything else. Quickly now.
Big yawn. Man, I am due for a nap after this, I think. Or some more caffeine. We'll see. We'll see. I do have to get out and get on top of the weeds after yesterday's storm. All right, Nella, sounds like a good idea. Filled back up again.
Do you have the cube?
I do.
Good, good. And I'll take this cube and we can be on our way.
Sounds like a plan, Big N. Little Eloth. Okay. We're almost there. And we got some boss fights and then a black book and then we're done. Don't think I'm gonna get all the way through the black book, but we can at least unlock the black book before the stream's over.
You'll need the cube I picked up to start all the boilers.
Did he give me that one? I have no cubes left. Yeah, okay.
Here, I picked up this cube for you.
All right.
Shall we get on with it?
Okay.
That seems to have done it. Good. It took longer than I hoped, but at least it's finally done. Look out! Another steam sensor.
I think the Undying Ghost will do better than the Avenging Wraith. She's just a little too cowardly, and I need him to tank. There we go. That's how you do it. Don't need the core. I'll take the arrows, the Grand Soul Gem for sure. Gonna need that for our enchanting grinding coming up.
And see if the reading room has steam. If so, it should be a simple matter to release the book.
Should be, huh? Let's check out this boss chest first, though. Dwarven Warhammer of Consuming, Major Stamina. Here you are. Okay, we can use this maybe with the Apotheos armor. Might work. Grab that. I'm not sure I have one of those already. All right. That's one thing that TK dodge is good for. Is moving a little quicker when you're encumbered. Looting. 4% chance to loot an additional magic item from the people you kill. All right. And shock blasts. Yeah, so the Dwarven hammer I don't need. Go ahead and drop that right here, I suppose. Yep, cucumbered. Magus has it. Everlasting fire. All right, let me keep everything else. Boy, we didn't just drop it, we threw it into the corner with disdain. You'll what now? Oh boy. I'm all tight and stiff.
Yes, it worked. The steam is flowing. Now, it should be as simple as...
You gonna push the button? Or should I push the button?
That should do it.
Did he push the button? Oh, I guess he did. Delayed reaction. All right.
At last. I hope it was worth it. Please, be my guest.
Stretch and yawn. You can't have just one, right?
Besides, it could be very dangerous. These books are known to drive many people insane.
Okay, I'm gonna enter the book before I call it quits because I just love Nelos's little sarcastic comment.
Take careful note of what happens to you. Oh, good. Be sure to say hello to Hermaeus Mora for me if you see him.
So sarcastic. Nelos's one of my favorites. He's a really cool dude.
Another seeker after knowledge into...
God, remember the like vanilla release version of Skyrim where Hermaeus Mora was just a glowing ball of light, and then they patched him back in? It was just labeled Wretched Abyss, but it was just a ball of light.
Perhaps you will prove clever enough to uncover the secrets hidden.
That was kind of disappointing.
If so...
This Hermaeus looks pretty good, though.
Welcome. Oh, perhaps you are a
I am Hermaeus Mora.
If so, you are in peril. Read your book again and escape before Apocrypha claims you forever.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we got some black books to go through. We have this one. We have the original one as well from Mirak's Temple. But yeah, I can do all that later on. I don't know what I'll be streaming next week. Probably Skyrim again until this guy is done. I don't know. We shall see. It'll be interesting to see how much progress I'm able to make with him off stream, at least. Maybe I can grind out the rest of those levels on those crafting skills and things like that. But thank you everybody for joining. I had a lot of fun, as I always do. It's nice to be back in Skyrim. Really looking to, you know, put a lid back on this Steger guy with a build guide. This is basically the second playthrough I've had with him because I didn't like the way the first one came out. So I'm kind of getting ready to move on from the character. I think it's a really good build. I think that there's going to be a lot that I can do with it in the build guide and things like that, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, definitely ready to move on to other things after this sort of Steger reboot in the middle of that last one. So yeah, if you liked this and you just kind of happened along, do check out the links in the description below. There are links down there to Magus's Twitch channel, Maldaroth's Twitch channel, 57 Strudel's fanfic. There's a ton of excellently written stories based on Skyrim. The stories are her own, based on things that happen in Skyrim. So it's like, don't think that you're not gonna get anything new if you just read what she's been playing. It's not like that. She tells a good story and lots of unique world building and stuff there too. Let's see what else. Magus, who else was here that I need to plug? I don't think anybody else. All right, sounds good. You guys take care this weekend. Be safe, have fun, don't get into too much trouble, and I'll see you around. Okay. Bye guys.